Hello and welcome to The Empowered Patient. We're here again at the Hollywood Wellness Center, and we have some wonderful guests today. And Gloria Vach is here doing some exercise. Looks like you're working very hard there. You want to take a break there on that?
Sure, thank you.
Just finished the set. Hi, it's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
So tell me, how long have you been exercising?
Well, I've been exercising for the last year, taking it seriously because I have a history of diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease in our family.
So a common story. A lot of people with these illnesses running in their family, genetic diseases, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, these kind of things. So you're using exercise as a way to reduce your risk of...
Yes, I am. So I've been using the exercise and physical activity booklet. It's helped me stay motivated and on track. I'm able to chart all of my daily activities, and then I check them weekly and monthly.
Okay, great. So you're referring to this booklet that we've been discussing, Exercise and Physical Activity. It's a part of the Go for Life campaign of the National Institute on Aging. It's available for free to all of us out there, so I definitely recommend that older adults call in and get a copy of this booklet. So you find that this has been helping you stay on track?
Absolutely, and it gets me very motivated.
So you saw in here, you said, look, I need to reduce my risk of getting these illnesses that are running in my family.
Yes.
And the only way I'm going to do that is by staying physically active.
Absolutely.
So you got some information in what you follow exercises in this booklet? Or?
Yes, I do. They're very easy to follow, and once I get to like 10 reps, I increase them each day or each week, depending on how I'm feeling. But my main problem and my goal was to do some type of physical activity every day. I wasn't able to do it till I started using the charts in there, and so now I stay very focused.
That's great. So you're using these charts to meet your goal of doing a little something every day.
Yes.
And you realize that you can break it up into strength exercises,
Absolutely.
flexibility exercises, endurance exercises, so that you don't have to do the same thing every day. You can mix it up.
Yes.
So today I see you doing some strength exercises, and you do some endurance exercises as well?
Yes, I do, and lots of cardio, and I try to do a little yoga.
Great,
So
great.
the book is very beneficial in that respect.
So as you're going through, you have different activities that you log in your log here,
Yes.
and that helps you keep track of the total of what you're doing over weeks and then months.
Yes, it does.
That's great. And you mentioned that when you're doing your strength exercises, how many reps do you try and do?
I try to do at least 10, and then if I've already done 10, I build on that. And each day I give myself a little bit of goal.
I see. Because if you can't do 10, the weight's probably too high.
That's true.
But if you can do 100,
Then
the
the
weight's
weight's
probably not enough.
Yes.
So you're trying to get in that 10 to 15 range, and where you're doing it with proper form and everything.
Yes,
So, and this booklet's helped you do all that.
it has. It's making me very motivated.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, do you have any other thoughts that you'd like to share for the viewers at home?
Well, I've noticed that my strength is I'm a little bit stronger. I can almost lift my husband, but not quite.
All right, all
I think
right.
that'll be my next goal.
That's your next goal, lift the husband. Okay, well, you heard it here first on The Empowered Patients. We're lifting husbands, we're living longer, we're living better, and we're calling the Department of Aging to get this booklet that's available free to all of us. We want to hear from you. Give us a call, order the booklet, Exercise and Physical Activity, by calling the number below. Have a wonderful time getting healthy. Hello, I'm Dr. Scott Kaiser, board-certified family physician and geriatric medicine specialist, and welcome to The Empowered Patient. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Marjorie Amstu, who has some very helpful tips for us on how to use the emergency room.
Well, I've had good and bad experiences. Not so good with myself when I went in, and had to wait a long, long time and nearly froze, and before they got around to see me.
You know, Marjorie, it's a common story. Having to go to the emergency room and waiting, it's not a happy place.
That's true. So I would suggest you take something along with you to read or keep your mind occupied, because I'm sure you're very upset while you're sitting there waiting, and that will tend to calm you and lower the blood pressure.
That's a great tip. Bring something to relax a little bit, take your mind off of things. Possibly even, as you mentioned, you could bring somebody. If you can have somebody with there for support, it can make all the difference in the world.
And I was lucky, though. I had all my medical information. I had a list of all the medicines I take. And of course, with a family member, you have a certain sense of security. And she did call for other family members who quickly came from other states because they thought I was having a heart attack, and it was pretty severe.
It really is a strange land. All sorts of noise and action going on, and it seems like nobody is paying attention, and there's so much commotion. It really is a strange land.
Well, yes, my daughter always carries a blanket in her car because she travels to work through several miles, so we did have that, thank goodness.
Okay, let's face it, the health system has a lot of problems. I mean, you would think warm blankets wouldn't be that difficult of a thing to come up with. But in the meantime, we have to realize that while we can advocate and we can try and change the healthcare system, we have to start with ourselves, and we have to do everything we can to be prepared. And everything you've been telling us today, you bring a list of your medications, a list that includes your doctor's contact information, family contact information, so that you, when the doctor and your healthcare team does get in there, you're prepared.
I have a little pad that I carry in my purse all the time, and it has my medical information and the medicines I take and anything.
Hello and welcome back to The Empowered Patient. I'm here at the Hollywood Wellness Center and I have a very special guest, Phoebe Sievers. How are you? Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
So I see that you're staying active and exercising here, huh?
Yes, I am. Quite a while ago, I realized there was a long history of heart disease in my family, and I just decided that I had to take some action. So I started walking, I started doing exercise, and then I discovered Tai Chi. And first of all, it's a wonderful practice. It helps bone density because you stand for an hour. It also helps high blood pressure, which I have.
Wow.
And I don't know, there are so many things. It lubricates your joints.
So this is wonderful. So you've been practicing Tai Chi, and with this, have you been seeing results? You said it helps with blood pressure. Have you noticed a change in your own blood pressure?
Absolutely. My blood pressure has gone down about 5 points.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And also, I had been on the borderline of osteoporosis, and it's much better. My bone density test is better.
So your bone density's improved, your blood pressure's improved, and this is all through staying physically active, physically fit. And for you, the core, tying it all together, is your Tai Chi.
I think so.
So this is great. So you're thinking preventative, you're thinking what can you do to stay ahead of things, and you're keeping those joints fluid and practicing your Tai Chi. And there was great, I understand that you were using this booklet here, Exercise and Physical Activity. This is a product of the National Institute on Aging, and free and available. So for all of you watching at home, it's free and available. So I understand you were using this booklet here.
Yes.
And so tell me, what was it that you found helpful in this booklet?
Well, I really found it very helpful in the sense that it teaches you, like I would like to do weights, and they have a wonderful section about it. And they have pictures, they teach you exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And really, I found the whole book just absolutely full of wonderful information.
So that's great, and it even mentions the Tai Chi in there,
It
I
does,
believe, yeah?
it does.
Yeah.
One more thing about Tai Chi, it
Sure.
does help your balance tremendously.
Absolutely. So I think really a great take-home message for people watching at home. Lots of benefits that you found from Tai Chi. Definitely a huge benefit in helping with balance. Could really benefit a lot of people. Falls are a serious concern. We want to prevent those. But more than anything, that you found something that works for you, and now you're building a program around that. And
Yes.
you're always looking to add different things, but you have a core of something that works for you.
Right.
I think that's
Yes.
very helpful. I think people watching at home might think of ways they can incorporate exercise and physical activity more prominently into their own lives.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, thank you for joining us. It
Thank
was
you.
wonderful having you here.
Thank you.
And it's great to see you staying active. Exactly the kinds of things we're talking about on the Empowered Patient. Staying active, staying fit so that we can live longer, live better, take charge of our health. Please call us. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love to get these booklets out to you. You can call the number below. These are free and available to all of us. And thank you for joining us on the Empowered Patient. See you next time.
We're back with Dr. Uday.
Welcome to the Empowered Patient. I'm Dr. Scott Kaiser, board-certified family physician and geriatric medicine specialist. We're joined by two lovely guests today, Julia Myers and Robert Cox. I'm just so grateful to have them here today. We're going to talk about navigating the healthcare maze as a caregiver and some of the challenges of being a caregiver, how to get the most out of your health care for the person you're caring for. Hi, Julia. How are you?
Hello, I'm just great, and I'm an empowered caregiver.
An empowered caregiver.
Yes, thanks to this wonderful booklet that you gave me, and I'm so grateful
Well, I'm sure you've been an empowered caregiver even before that book. So I understand Robert's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and Julia, you've been his caregiver for some time now?
Well, last December in 2010, it was 1 year.
1 year.
And it's been a joy. It really has. He's a great gentleman and has a great history. He's overlearned in so many things in the theater arts and music. And he's a joy because he sings at the Senior Center.
So it's amazing what you're able to do as a caregiver, but I'm sure it's not always easy.
The challenges that I faced that you mentioned in your booklet about not always easy to talk to the doctor. It takes some kind of it's a challenge because I'm not that expert at everything that happens, and so I depend very much on the medical field. And so when...
So do you always accompany Robert to the doctor?
Yes, I
Appointments?
do. And his hands right now are a little cold. And so the other day, when we were at a doctor's office for a cardiology test, the doctor was busy with other patients, and so we couldn't see him. But I wanted to find out why Bob's hands are always so cold. It's just a simple thing. But I still have to pursue that. I haven't been able to reach the doctor yet. He's so busy. But I will pursue that and find out. Maybe there's something that I can do.
Julia, how has this booklet helped you as a caregiver?
Well, I think that taking a family member with you, in our case, I'm his companion, when we go to the doctor. And I think that's very important that it does just, if you have another family member, to take them. They can help take notes and remind you of things in case you want to, so you won't forget something. But also the fact that this also mentions that you can get information from the pharmacy. And Bob has all of his medications listed at the pharmacy. He's been with them a long time.
So that's fantastic right there. So you're looking at using the pharmacist as another person in your healthcare team, somebody who can help you coordinate all of this information that we have to process and deal with that are critical in our health.
I wasn't at all familiar with the medications. I have a complete list of all the doctors, their phone numbers, their addresses, all the medications, but I didn't know anything about the medications per se. So I talked to the pharmacist. She gave me printouts on all the medications, and that lists what you can and cannot have as far as nutritional information, and which was new to me. I didn't know that. He used to eat spinach, and I didn't know he couldn't have it, so I was so grateful I learned that.
Tell us a little bit more about all the resources you've relied upon.
Oh, it's incredible. When you come to the senior centers, they have lists of places that you can get information. They have the Alzheimer's Association helps us. It's just incredible. There is no reason that any senior shouldn't have all the help they need.
And so what's wonderful in this booklet, you have all of these resources listed back here so that you, viewing at home, can connect with these resources in your area, the Alzheimer's Association, and different groups that can help get you to the senior center and help you with transportation.
Yes, indeed. And it's been a great help to have the senior centers because we enjoy the people and the staff are great.
You're emphasizing the importance of having somebody who you can rely upon with regard to your health, having really a healthcare buddy.
Unfortunately, that is true, and I hope that this television production can help people to understand that they're not alone. And the buddy system, I advocate, of course we all advocate that every senior should have someone that they can talk to on the phone or in their neighborhood or their home or their building. Keep in touch with someone and have a buddy so that you know what's happening with yourself.
Absolutely, Julia. You're not alone. Nobody's alone, in fact. When it comes to aging, actually, the baby boomers are starting to turn 65 now. And in fact, now 10,000 people turn 65 every day. And it's going to stay that way for the next 20 years.
And they need to learn now.
Need to learn now.
How to take care of themselves and how to be with others and not be ever lonely. They should never be lonely because Bob and I know of a few seniors that are so very unhappy because they're lonely. And they don't communicate very well with others. That's so sad. It should not exist.
We need to learn now. So many factors really play a role in living longer and living better.
Yes.
To take charge of your health. And that's how, yeah. So
May
that's
I
how
just mention
sure.
one thing? Advocating music and dancing, as well as other exercising, of course, whatever someone chooses. Thank you. Thank you to the city and county of Los Angeles because God bless them. They're doing good work for seniors. And we're not alone. We have a great team. And thank you, Doctor, for your work.
Well, thank you both. Thank you for coming on.
It was our pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. Cox.
Thank
Always
you.
a pleasure seeing you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Same
much.
to you, too.
Oh,
You're
thank
all
you.
doing great work here.
So if an emergency happens, are you prepared? Do you know who to call? Do you have a meeting place? An emergency can happen at any time. You need to be ready. A family's a team, so take a few minutes and put a family emergency communications plan together as a team. Check out labt.org for all the info. Just be ready, prepare together. All right, let's go, come on! This ball is not gonna play itself.
You know, I am getting better. I can still take care of myself. You just don't know.
No. 3 times a day, these drops.
Now that Mom's moved in, life has become a bit more complicated for all of us. We knew there would be challenges, but overall, we're glad to be together.
I don't like to call him from the office when I have to go to the doctor's or if I want to go out.
We're so thankful for the help we received.
So now that we're rocking with the ages here, this is a perfect opportunity to bring out a little number that some of the people I've been working with on the Empowered Patient were working on for all of us out there. We've got a little song about how we can age well, live longer, better, and just enjoy it all. So enjoy.
And 3, 2, 1.
You must walk in the park, but not take your meds like Doc says, and you'll surely